to clear up.
It is.
So we were thinking...
It's an odd day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But they'd already announced that the doors had been pushed back. So we thought we'd get completely booted off, and then we thought we'd get a shorter set, because one of the organisers said, we'll get a shorter set. And then we spoke to the head organiser, and then he said, no.
So we were basically just waiting round to get our gear off the stage.
And we just wanted to go, because what happened the day before with the first two bands that were on Red Rum Club, they organised a gig in a local pub.
That's right, the Cheap Thrills, wasn't it?
Yeah, in the Windsor.
In the Windsor on the Vale, and it was...
Big up L9.
Yeah, exactly. And that went really well for them, so us and the other band, East Exchange, were like, we'll do that. So not in the Windsor, we were going to do it in the Arts Bar in the Baltic Market. So that was our plan. But then a godsend come through, and basically we were told, you're getting on, and you're getting 20 minutes. Yeah,
but it's a big thanks to the Sway. Obviously, if no one's listened to them.
Of course, they offered...
They're a good band as well,
they said they'd shorten their set so we could...
that's really good.
Us and East Exchange could play, and...
Good mates of ours, the Sway, and
that's really good.
Really talented lads. So
that's how it should be. That you look after each other. I mean, years and years ago in the music business, it was a bit cutthroat. But I know by a lot of the people that I've met through doing this, it's like a community, and people get on with each other, and people. I mean, I've seen by some of the tags, people who've been tagging yourselves. And I'm thinking, whoa, do they know them? And that's how it should be. You tag each other, you promote each other's gigs.
It's just one big community.
It has been since we started, to be honest. Since I was going to like open mic nights, starting out, and you'd always have somebody coming up and saying, "Oh, that was great. Let me follow you," and you'd follow them back, or vice versa and stuff. And so it's been. Like I say, that support we've had,
good.
It's not just
your
family, friends, and
because you need more than that. And that's funny you should say that, because that's part of the issue, because a lot of the people who I go to see who are doing really, really well for themselves, it's pretty much the same faces that you see at the gigs. And you need more than that. You need to get out. You need people to notice you. There's a really, really great Liverpool band called Mexican Dogs, and they're great in the city. But the guy who the record label they're on, he keeps saying the same thing. They need to get out to Liverpool. They need to go and let people know how good they are. And it's the same kind of thing.
That's what we intend on doing as well. We don't know when, but we'd love to gig in other cities just to show people what we're about, really. Because it's all well and good doing all the gigs in Liverpool. Until then, you can do so many gigs in Liverpool. By that point, everyone knows you. You know what I mean? So it's time to branch out.
But that's good grounding, though. I mean, if you can go and play in Liverpool and sell out the Casimir, and then go and support, Cast, in Bootle, that's a brilliant start. So,
and that's a massive step up. It's a huge stage. The capacity for that venue. It's something we've never done.
And that's really good.
It's by far the biggest stage we've ever played.
Because we're still realistically we're very fresh as a band, aren't we? Debut single on the Friday, sold out gig that night, and then on Sunday we're supporting Cass, which has been one hell of a weekend.
But, that's a good sign. We've just released a song and we've just opened for Cast. That for a band that's got one song out, and it come out 2 days ago. Then
if Carlsberg did Weekends, that was probably the one then, wasn't it? But I must say, I've known you for a long, long time, and I know you're a good fella and all that. But I must say, when that single dropped and I played it through, and our kid said the same, because he doesn't know you, meant, well, that's really good. So that's nice. I mean, I felt proud listening to your song, thinking, wow, I know this guy.
Well, do you know what?
He was my left back.
Well, hopefully the music's better than it was at left back at times.
You were good at left back, mate, trust me.
I don't sulk as much in the music, I promise.
Well, we won't go there.
I'm telling you, he does so as much
does
in
he?
the music, yeah.
We've had many moments over the years, but that's life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look if there's anything else before we ask you to play the single for us. Okay, right. So, this question for you: do you get involved in the writing process?
Yeah, basically we all. Jonathan probably does the bulk of it. He, so far as like the songs we have, he's the core writer for them. And initially, when I first joined the band, I didn't really care about songwriting. I just kind of wanted to drum and play and have a good time. Okay. But I started to think, why can't I give it a go? So I've dabbled in it. Like there's a couple that are solely written by me.
Nice.
We used to play one of them. It's been rotated in and out of our set lists because we've got so many songs that like we think, oh, we can play that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do write, and a lot of the time Jonathan will come to me and Aaron in the studio with, oh, I've got this, play a bit of it, and then I'll go, right, what about that? And I'll add drums in, and then Aaron will add bass in, and we'll just piece the song together, but Jonathan will usually come up with the core idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have tried to write my own songs, and I am in the process of doing so.
Okay. So when you write, John, what's your writing process? Do you sit there and strum and then it comes here, or what? Do you write the words first? How do you do it?
It changes, to be honest. I think the good thing is there, as Franny's saying, there's no strict process to it.
Yeah.
A lot of the time it is, I'll come up with I'll just sit there and I'll be playing and I'll come up with something and think, well, that's a nice progression, and then I'll start writing chords and a melody and go that way. But then a lot of the time, lyrically, I write as I go. So I'll sit there and watch someone on an interview, or I'll, be out somewhere and listen to something, and someone will say something, I think that's a lyric, that, and it'll go on my phone, and eventually it'll get used somewhere in a song. So lyrics are sometimes always there. There's always like a little list of things, or ideas of themes of what I want a song to be about. So they kind of go hand in hand. Then really, they almost fall into place.
Yeah.
I think that's how. And sometimes it's just a case of I sit down and then within 10 minutes I've got a song, because that's kind of how the single come about, really. I had the little riff at the start, and then all of a sudden a few chords around it, and probably half an hour later I almost got the song finished. So, but then there's been other ones where it takes weeks, and I'm sending videos on WhatsApp to the lads saying, oh, I'm stuck on this, what can I do here? And we're all bouncing ideas off. So it's just one of them. It comes and goes. And I do think.
So do you just get to rehearse much? Because studio time's quite expensive, isn't it?
Yeah. So it really is. It's hard work, and we put a lot of hours in when we've got gigs coming up, and especially the weekend we've had coming up there. We've really smashed out a lot of time.
Yeah. Every day, basically. But we'll do what's called a conservatory session. Yeah. Where they'll come round to mine, or we'll go round to Jonathan's and bring a guitar, and we'll just jam. And that's all it is, really. We'll usually do that, come up with the structure of a song, and then we'll go into rehearsing studio, and then I'll put the drums in, and then Aaron can bring his bass, and he does bring his bass, and so he already has the bass. All that needs is drums, and with drums it takes me about 10-15 minutes to get something I like, and then there's the song, really. Good stuff.
And at least when we're in each other's houses, it's free, isn't it?
Exactly.
So
that's what I was getting at. The fact that it can be really expensive. Our kid, when he was in his band, they used to go and hire the Vulcan studios, but my
dad was in a band in the 80s. It was called Desert. Give him a little name plug. He'll love that. And he used to go to Vulcan, and he's the same guy still works.
Oh, really?
He used to call it Barry's Gaff. He took us down once because I had my drum kit, because I bring my own drum kit there. And he walks in, he goes, Barry, you're right, I haven't seen you in about 30 years. And he goes, you're probably still on the books of when you used to come in back in the 1880s.
Oh my God.
It was the same with Aaron's dad. I remember going with Aaron, just the two of us, to the Vulcan, because we thought we'll go somewhere different for a bit of songwriting and see what we get. And we got there and said, oh, Aaron Simmons, the name's booked under, and he said, are you Vinny's lad? And I was thinking, oh, maybe Vinny was in a band, and I thought maybe Vinny's band were like bigger than I thought here. But obviously it's obviously been going that long, hasn't it? The Vulcan.
It's been there a long, long time. But from what I can remember going there with our kid, the only thing with that was humping stuff up and downstairs. If you're taking your own stuff,
they haven't invested in a lift yet. So
no, I've dragged me up to the top floor too many times.
I know. Right, we're gonna go for another song, but before that, right. So with you having a footballing background, this is a good question for you. If you had the choice, would you be a Premier League footballer or a Premier League band?
Oh, it's a difficult question, that, isn't it?
That's terrible.
I do love the football.
What, so like top of it, like like Arctic Monkeys?
Yeah,
I'll pick the music.
I'd take the music.
I'll be honest. I think now I would take the music.
Yeah, wouldn't earn the money that a Premier League footballer does.
No, I know.
No, I'd have the music probably.
Yeah. I just enjoy it more. I just got more passion for that. As much as I love, unfortunately, supporting Everton, and I'll buy the new top and whatever, and
I know.
It kills me each year, but I think there's more stress in football, and I could certainly do without that.
I agree.
I just want to play on the bit, like, just to play on, like, imagine playing at Glastonbury, or imagine playing like
well, that's
Wembley,
it.
or
you just,
that's the dream, really.
I tell you what, you just don't know, do you? I mean, you know, it's
Fingers crossed. Like,
early days with stuff.
I mean, we had people singing back, because obviously that crowd was ours on the Friday night in the cars.
Yeah.
So people were singing back to us at one point, and it was like, oh my god, you know, people are starting to know the words now.
That must be a massive buzz for you.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah,
you know,
like, the songs aren't even out. Well, one of them is like one song.
Yeah.
The rest of them aren't even out.
So imagine if we were playing, you know, at that top level. That's what I think would be the dream.
There's loads of bands that have been in that position that you're in. I mean, I think of Red Rum Club. They were playing in They were playing in Crosby to 10, 15 people.
And everyone loves them.
And
I loved them. I went to see them, and they were amazing. I have a bucket hat that I usually wear at the gigs, and I took it to watch them, and I threw it at Francis, the lead singer, and he caught it and he wore it, and it was. Wow. And he threw it to the drummer, and I was like, oh my god, the drummer from Red Rum Clubs wore the drummer from Dovegate's hat. It was like it was great.
That's it. It proves that it can be done. As well as having all the talent, you need sometimes a bit of luck, and you need to be in the right place at the right time.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
As well as, I mean, they worked at it. I mean, that's what you're doing as well. So, you know.
Just waiting for the opening.
Well, that's exactly.
Well, the main thing is we enjoy it, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's you know, we're not doing it to be multi-millionaires yet. Anyway,
that would be the bonus.
It would be nice, but you know, at the end of the day, we're three mates and enjoy making a bit of music. So it's not
and
too bad.
People seem to enjoy it as well. You know, if no one enjoys it, then it wouldn't really be. I wouldn't really get much enjoyment out of it.
No. Well, it's exciting times for you, so it's really good to hear. Right, so. Yeah, Barry's still at Vulcan Studios, and his daughter too. There you go, with the message through for that one.
Yeah,
right.
He's gaffed, still Barry's gaffed.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's time for another song. So I take it this is going to be the single that's out?
Yeah, this is it, our debut single, We're Not to Love.
Okay, right, so this is going to go on videos as well, which you'll be able to catch on Facebook a little bit later, or if not tomorrow, depends how good I am at getting it up, how quick things can happen. So, right, here we go, live on Rek41 Community Radio. Take it away whenever you're ready, John.
Words I said brushed away to emptiness, and in this minefield feeling, if only I was dreaming. So it's alright if we leave tonight, 'cause I need to know where this could go. So if you stay out my way, if we run out of love. I made decisions somewhere wrong. Guilt inside ate me up all along, and now this landslide feeling, if only I was dreaming. So it's alright if we leave tonight, 'cause I need to know where this could go. And if you stay out my way, if we run out of love. Cause I'm a broken man, a broken heart. Take me back to the start and let me know where I stand and